what I want to talk about is like that initial video that made me like really take off. The video that made my Instagram grow, you know, the video that made my YouTube grow, the video that made everything. It hit almost 7 million views. And there was a video talking about, it was a video on TikTok talking about why I don't cuss in my music. And I think that set me apart. All the way up to that point, I had a couple 100,000 followers, but that why I don't cuss in my music video really took off, you know. And people were like, you know, some people were like, I genuinely want to hear your music because you look like a dope rapper. You got some colorful hair. You seem cool. When you think clean music, you think like Kids Bop, or you think like some, you know, you don't think a rapper who look like, I can, if I had on some of my, you know, chains and stuff like that, I can stand next to a rapper, you know what I mean? Like Lil Pump, I can stand next to like Lil Nas X, you know, stand next to like, you know, Thug, and like, you know, like we could take a picture together and we all look like we belong, you know what I mean? So when people seen that, I was like, oh, my music's clean, they like, oh, he's another rapper, let me go check out his music. That set me apart, right? So I started to stand out. So then, you know, people went to go check out my music, and my Spotify and everything just went crazy, right? So when I made that video, that's what made everybody really go follow me and all that and check me out. Some people are like, oh, I bet his music's trash. And then when they went to go listen to it, they're like, oh, that's dope. But one of the big things people always ask me is, why don't I cuss in my music? Number one, like I say, you know, my music can reach everybody. Number two, my audience is a younger audience. So that means if I'm catering to my audience, and I know a lot of kids, most of the kids who follow me probably cuss, right? But they're younger, and their parents want them to listen to clean music, so they have easier access to my music, you know, number two. And number three, I try to put positive vibes out there. You know what I mean? I always try to put positive vibes. You know, that doesn't mean I'm perfect in my personal life, but it just means that I want to put out vibes that are encouraging, positive. And it doesn't mean if you cuss, you're a negative person. It just means for me, I just want to do everything that I can for like a brand, you know, for who I am, I try to be the same in person. And, you know, when you see me up the street, I try to be the same person. So there's no reason, if I'm not walking up cussing at my friends, and there's no reason to cuss in my music. You know what I mean? So it's like, I value integrity, being the same and being as honest and the same person I am on stage, off stage, on camera, off camera. And like I said, I'm not perfect. You'll catch me doing things that you'll be like, oh, I never knew Trey did that. But I always try my best to do things where it won't catch you off guard. You know, if you see me doing something in public and it's a camera on me or something like that, or if you just walk past me and I know somebody recognize me and I do something or say something, y'all might be like, oh, well, Trey's this kind of person anyway, whatever. It ain't gonna be nothing crazy. You know, that's the kind of life I try to live. And also, like I said, it's because I want to stand out and be different. That was why I did the video about why I don't cuss in my music. And, you know, it helped me stand out and helped me stand apart. So now, you know, I try to make dope music. I try to make sure my music is fire. I try to, you know, it's still current. I still try to make sure it's still wavy. I try to make sure that, you know, people can still listen to it and respect it. And I talk about my life coming from the streets. You know, my mom gave birth to me when she was 14, lost my dad when I was 4. So my story is really crazy. Like, I got a wild story. Like, I can tell my story to y'all and, you know, y'all still be like, dang, that's graphic. You know, like, some people be like, you know, even though my music's clean, sometimes the content can be kind of like, whoa, that was insane. You know, I'll paint pictures about trauma, death, murder, all this stuff that happened in the streets, right? And then it relates to people, you know. And also, when I looked at NF, I'm like, yo, NF was the #1 artist in the world. He beat Chance the Rapper. Chance the Rapper came in second place on the Billboard charts. NF came in #1. NF album was clean, right? And for those who don't know, I'm cool with one of NF's producer. I've met NF, got some pictures, got some content with him on my social medias. And, you know, when I seen that, I'm like, oh, if he did it, I can do it. Now look at it. Justin Bieber just dropped the album earlier this year with Quavo, Travis Scott, and all these rappers, and he got all of them to keep it clean. And I was like, yo, that's crazy. He got the top rappers in the world right now, you know, like not cussing on the music. So it ain't got to be corny. My goal is not to be corny. It's just to stand out, to be different, be who I am. And at the same time, in the future, you might see me on a song with a rapper that cuss, but it just has to be intentional. It can't be, run up in your crib, boy. You know what I mean? It can't be none of that. You know what I mean? Like, what's up, sincerely? It can't be none of that. Like, it gotta be, you know, like some intentional music. It has to be, you know, we talking about hustling. We talking about giving back. We talking about how we came out the mud. Let's talk about, you know, going crazy. Let's talk about celebrating life. You know what I mean? So you might see me on a song with a, you know what I mean? Like, I would love to do a song with Mosley one day. You know what I mean? And I know, I know he's, he's who he is, but that doesn't mean that I can't be around these artists. In Detroit, I hang around a lot of artists. I met Sada Baby. I went to T Grizzly's album release party. It was lit. It was dope. It was in Detroit. So y'all will see me around a lot of these artists, but I can still be different. I can still be stand out, and I can still work and collab with these artists while not compromising what I believe my values are. Because it's important to have values as a person, to stand out, be a leader. Even if you get teased, people try to clown me on TikTok about it. People try to roast me, but it's like, yo, I love that I get to be who I am, and I ain't got to change that for nobody. You know what I mean? So that's the reason why I make the kind of music that I make. That's the reason that my music is clean. Those are a few different reasons. If y'all got any more questions about that, I'll break it down. But yeah, I mean, one thing that I want to let y'all know is I'm trying to get to 30K on Instagram. Make sure you DM me on Instagram, and I will respond. I promise you. It might take a little bit of time. People want to follow and stuff because I respond kind of late, but it do take time. You might get chose today. You might get chose tomorrow. You don't know. So follow me on Instagram right here, Trey Little, and then DM me, and I promise I got you. I also just got a huge announcement that I just announced on my Instagram page. If you go check out my latest post on Instagram, comment on it, I'll respond to that. If you share my latest Instagram post on your story, I will shout you out and tag you on my story. So go check out that announcement. It's pretty big. And DM me, hit me up on the gram. I promise you that's one of the best places to stay in contact with me. Thank you for watching this video. Much love. I appreciate you. Cloud Gang, we out. You feel me?